Alright, welcome back to my channel, and here I'll be showing you how you can draw the auxiliary plan of a cone. And what we are given here, we are given the front view of the cone and also the end view of the cone. So we want to draw the auxiliary plan of the cone. And as I said, it's very important that you take note of the direction of the arrow and the angle at which the arrow is inclined to the horizontal. Will be informed, but take note of it. So this arrow is inclined at an angle 45 degrees to the horizontal. So we are given the front view of the cone and also the end view of the cone. Now what you need to do now is to divide the distance from here to here. You divide into a number of equal parts. I think I made this distance from here to here. I made it 40 millimeters. Let me take it. So this is 40 millimeters. So I'm going to divide it into a number of equal parts. I'm going to make it 5 millimeters. So this is 5 and this is 5. This is also 5 millimeters. This is 5 millimeters. This is 5 millimeters. This is 5 millimeters. This is 5 millimeters. So I'm dividing it to 8 equal parts. That is what I'm doing here. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do now is to draw a horizontal line from each of these points. But before that, I need to draw a horizontal line from this point. So draw a horizontal line from this point, and then so from this point I will draw a horizontal line. Okay, so draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, so then I will draw a horizontal line from this point. Okay, so from this point I will draw a horizontal line. Also from here I will draw a horizontal line. Okay, so from this point I will also draw a horizontal line. Here from this point I will draw a horizontal line. Then from here I will draw a horizontal line. So then from this point I will draw a horizontal line. Alright, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that I'm going to draw a vertical line through this point, through the center of this circle here. Okay, so just to have it here like this. Alright, so then the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw a vertical line through this point, through this point, through this point, and through this point here on the circle. I'll just do it on one part. Okay, so what I mean is this. So I'll come up here a little bit and draw a horizontal line like this. Alright, so then I'll come to this point on the circle. So where these lines touch it here, so we have drawn that of the top here. That is the one at the middle. So I will call this one, so let me write, I'll call this one 0. So this is 0. So then for this point I will draw a vertical line to meet the horizontal line like this. Okay, so I will call this one, I will call it 1. Then I will draw from here again, draw a vertical line from here. I will call this one, I will call it 2. Then I will draw from here. So I will call this 1. So this is 3. Then the last one is this. Draw a vertical line. And I will call this one, I will call it 4. Alright, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do now, so with our 45 degree set square, as the arrow is inclined at an angle 45 degree to the horizontal, so I'm going to draw a line from this point on the front view. So I will draw a line from this point in this direction. So coming to this point, the next point on it, I will draw a line. So coming to the next point on it. So now I'll draw a line like this. So coming to this point, here I'll draw a line. Then alright, then coming to this point here, I'll draw a line in this direction. So to this point, I will draw a line. Okay, so I will draw a line from this point. So from this point also. So we need to take it easy. Alright, so at this point here, I'll also draw a line. Alright, so having drawn this line, the next thing I'm going to do with my 45 degree set square also, so I'll just move away a little bit. Then I will draw a perpendicular line to this line. Okay, so this point I will call it 0. So the point here I will call it 0. So this is 0. And I will now take my compass. So I will set at 0 here. So extend it to 1. So from 0 I will extend it to 1. So I will take this distance here. So bring it here. So here I will make an arc here. And I'll also make an arc here. So this is 1 and this is 1. Then from 0 again to 2. From 0 to 2. Okay. So I take this distance, so bring it to 0 here. So make an arc here. You have to take it easy. So make an arc here. So this is 2 and this is 2. Then again from 0 to 3. Okay, so I take this distance, so come here, so I make an arc here, and I make an arc here. So this is 3, and this is also 3. So then from 0 again to 4, sorry, so from 0 to 4, okay, so take this distance, so bring it here, so make an arc here. So make an arc here. Alright, so here I have 4. Let me write it here. This is 4 and this is also 4. Alright, so now having done this, the next thing that we are going to do with our 45 degree set square, so we transfer this point to the other side. So we transfer them to the other side. So draw this from here to here. Also this one, we draw it to the other side. Transfer this to the other side. Also transfer this to the other side. And then, so coming here, so I transfer this to the other side. Transfer this point to the other side. Transfer this to the other side. And I transfer this to the other side. Alright, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is to locate the point. So starting from what? From 0 here, which is the midpoint. So we move to, just you are going up, so just be following the line. So this is 1 here, then this is 2, so this is 3, and this is 4. Then we have again, this is 3, this is 2, so this is 1, and this is 0. Then we do the same thing on this side. So this is 1, so this is 2, so this is 3, and this is 4. Then we have 3, here we have 2, so here we have 1, and then 0 is already here. So we are going to join them together. So when I'm looking at this of the this object in this direction, I'm going to see the whole of the circle here. I'm going to see a circle here. This circle will be visible when I'm looking at it in this direction. So what I need to do now is to take my French curve and join this point together to form the it's going to give me an ellipse. So as you know, it's going to give us an ellipse. So I will join this together like this. Okay, then so I need to take it easy. Alright, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do, I need to do something to get the apex of the cone. I need to draw a line from this point with my 45 degrees set square at the apex. So I draw a line in this direction. I need to extend this. So you intersect at this point. So all I need to do is to join the end points here. So where we at the middle here, where we are 4. So I need to join this together. So like this. So to the apex, and also, so I'll draw from here. So to the apex. Alright, so this is how the auxiliary plan will look. Thank you and keep on practicing.